Chapter 1. The Strange Stone. Early in the morning, the sun rose over the small village. Birds chirped, and the wind moved the green trees. People walked along the main road to reach their jobs. Suddenly, a big stone appeared in the middle of the road. It was round, gray, and heavy. Everyone had to walk around it. "Why is this stone here?" complained a woman carrying a basket of bread. "The king should remove it," said a man with a small child. Thomas, a young villager, walked slowly toward the stone. He looked at it carefully. It was bigger than he expected. His heart beat fast. "Can I move it?" he wondered. He put his hands on the cold stone. It didn't move at first. He pushed again, harder this time. Slowly, the stone creaked and moved a little. A few villagers watched. Some whispered, "He can't do it. It is too heavy." Thomas pushed with all his strength, legs shaking. Step by step, the stone moved to the side. When it was finally off the road, Thomas sweated and smiled. The villagers clapped. Chapter 2. A Hidden Surprise. As Thomas wiped sweat from his forehead, he noticed something shiny under the stone. Curious, he kneeled down and brushed the dirt. Underneath was a small bag of gold coins and a note. He picked it up carefully. The note read, "This is for the one who clears the road." Thomas's eyes widened. His heart pounded with excitement and surprise. Gold coins. But more than the money, he felt pride and curiosity. Villagers gathered around. Some whispered, "Look, the stone had a treasure." Others murmured, "Why didn't we try?" Thomas smiled. He didn't want to be greedy. He decided to take the bag to the village chest for safety. Chapter 3. The King's Challenge. Later that day, the villagers spoke about the stone. Some said it was placed by the king as a test. Others argued it was just bad luck. Thomas decided to visit the king's messenger to learn the truth. The messenger, a tall man with a red uniform, listened carefully. "Yes," he said. "The king put the stone on the road. Many people passed, but only one cleared it. The reward is for the one who removes problems, not for complaining." Thomas nodded slowly. He understood. The king wanted people to act, not just complain. Chapter 4. A Second Stone. The next morning, a new stone appeared on the same road. It was even heavier than the first one. Villagers stopped, looking worried. "I cannot move it," said a baker, shaking his head. "It is too big," said a farmer, stepping back. Thomas approached slowly. He felt a little fear. This stone was large, cold, and rough. But he remembered the reward and the lesson. Action matters. He took a deep breath and pushed with all his strength. The stone creaked loudly. Villagers held their breath. Slowly, inch by inch, it moved from the road. Underneath, Thomas found a second bag of gold and another note. "The one who removes obstacles helps everyone." He smiled, heart racing. Action had its reward. Chapter 5. The Curious Crowd. Word spread quickly. More villagers came to see Thomas. They watched him carefully as he examined the new stone. "Maybe the king will reward us too," whispered a child. "Stop dreaming," said an old man. Thomas realized that people often complain but rarely act. He decided not to argue or explain. He just focused on moving the stone. As he pushed, his hands slipped on the wet surface. He stumbled, but he did not give up. Slowly, the stone shifted, revealing a small chest. Inside were gold coins, sparkling under the sunlight. The villagers gasped. Thomas picked up the coins carefully, thinking about sharing them. Chapter 6. The Village Lesson. That evening, villagers gathered at the small village square. Thomas explained, "The stones are not just gold. They are lessons. If we move problems instead of complaining, we help everyone, including ourselves." Some nodded. Others whispered, still doubtful. Children were curious and excited. Thomas walked slowly home. He felt tired but happy. The sun was setting, painting the village in orange and pink. Chapter 7. A Challenge at Night. That night, Thomas heard a sound near the road. A strange shadow moved. He went outside carefully and saw a small stone blocking the path, even bigger than before. "Not again," he whispered. His heart beat fast with fear and excitement. He touched the stone. It was rough and heavy. With a deep breath, he pushed. The stone moved slowly, groaning under the weight. Finally, it slid aside. Under it, another bag of gold appeared. Thomas smiled. He realized the road was full of surprises and action brought results, even when he was afraid. Chapter 8. Helping Others. Next morning, Thomas walked along the road and saw villagers trying to move smaller stones. Some gave up quickly. Others argued. Thomas showed them how to push carefully, step by step. Together, they moved the stones from the road. Villagers laughed, helped each other, and felt proud. "See? Action is better than complaints," Thomas said. The king's lesson spread through the village. People began noticing small problems and fixing them instead of just complaining. Chapter 9. The Final Stone. Weeks later, the biggest stone appeared. Even the strongest villagers hesitated. Thomas approached slowly. He remembered all previous challenges. He felt nervous but determined. With all his strength, he pushed. The stone tipped and rolled, revealing a treasure chest filled with gold and a sparkling note. Courage and action always bring rewards. Thomas smiled, breathing heavily but feeling proud. The villagers cheered. Chapter 10. A New Day. The next morning, Thomas walked along the road. No stones blocked the path. Villagers smiled, greeted each other, and worked together. Thomas thought, "The road is easier when we act, help, and work together. Problems are not for complaining. They are for solving." He picked up a small stone and placed it carefully on the side. A child smiled and watched. Thomas walked on, ready for new challenges, knowing that courage, action, and cooperation make life better for everyone. Sometimes life puts stones in our path. We can complain, or we can choose to act. The king in the story wanted to teach that every problem is also an opportunity. When we decide to move the stone, when we face what is difficult, we grow stronger, wiser, and kinder. The man in the story did not only find gold. He found a lesson that money cannot buy. Helping yourself often means helping others, too. So next time you see a stone in your road, don't just walk around it. Stop, think, and maybe move it.